It's a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house.
And if these walls could talk...
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Enjoy complimentary access to the American Express Global Lounge Collection and a welcome offer of 200,000 points after you spend $20,000 on purchases on the card within your first 3 months of membership. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
Pod leader.
My goodness me.
Oh, we'll get there. Pod leader.
Private panel. I'm on Sex Watch.
Hey, do you want to wear that, Tom?
It's good. It's round. Where are the bobbleheads?
Mr. J.
Ira Tulip.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Pod Lead'em. That's Top Model Podcast spelled what? Backwards. I'm J.W. Crump, and I'm actually very confident this season.
I'm Alexander Price, and I'm going to be doing push-ups and obstacle horses.
And I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and I've just settled for being American.
All of ours kind of sound like us in real life this time. And this is one of our favorite episodes. We're now into cycle 8.
Yay!
I'm halfway through. I guess cycle 9 is technically halfway through the Top Model 16 cycle proper. So this is just the audition episode. So it's quote unquote called The Girl Who Won't Stop Talking, but that's not.
No, it is this one.
Oh, it is because it's Dion, one of my favorites.
It is this one. It's the first time the audition episode.
I'm so gaslit by the titles being incorrect that I didn't even consider that it might be correct.
And we learned that this is now Tyra's dream is to teach models.
Yeah.
It was and has always been Tyra's dream to pass the torch.
Mm-hmm. We do see some cycle 1 footage.
Not of Adrian, not of winner Adrian. So we get this weird montage of her teaching/coaching because she's always doing it.
Even though we literally just had an episode 2 episodes ago
where she said she missed it. So cycle 1, we see Kizzy, not winner Adrian. Cycle 2, we see Xiomara, not Joanna. Cycle 3, we see Amanda, Anne, and Noelle, and not Eva. Cycle 4, we see Dancing with Naima, not coaching her. Cycle 5, we finally see Nicole, but not the true winner, Nick. Cycle 6, we see Ferranda with Tyra, and then Danny's in this weird, picture-in-picture up in the corner. And then cycle 7, we saw Carrie D in the pool, which is not a very good teaching moment.
Not a teachable moment at all.
There's one thing, and I'm going to go through this really fast because hopefully we do an episode on other top models international because she says now it's in 110 different countries.
Over 110.
So 111?
Sure. And one of them is Germany's Next Top Model, where Heidi Klum was hand-picked to host. Hand-picked.
Unknown. Heidi Klum.
Get ready to learn about Germany's Next Top Model because it will surprise you. Here are some fast facts about Germany's Next Top Model. First of all, Heidi Klum still hosting it. In fact, she has hosted every cycle, and there's a cycle currently airing.
What?
And she's hosting that Making the Cut show on Amazon.
Making the Cut.
Who cares about Making the Cut? She hosted Project Runway through all
forever.
that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying she didn't even was oh, well, I'm not hosting a show anymore. No, you're still hosting a show.
Did she do an America's Got Talent stint for a while too?
Yes, she's done. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But there's so much more craziness. So okay. So Heidi is also the only female judge. The other panel judges
What?
have always exclusively been male,
What?
which is, I mean, maybe not guest judges, but like the
Sure.
panel. Okay.
Angela Merkel would not.
And there's a lot of stuff. And again, we'll get into an international. The last thing I want to mention, though, is that recent cycles, and I mean the last 4, 5, 6, start with over 25 contestants.
What? Do they eliminate 5 girls in the first episode?
They eliminate sometimes multiple ones up top, but also all the seasons are just way longer with more episodes.
Wow.
It's fascinating because it's literally the same, because all top models are essentially the same. And also they just use American pop songs. One of their cycles theme songs is just Circus by Britney Spears.
Good.
Great.
Germany's Next Top Model.
There is so much post that goes into this whole segment where it's like we light up the countries and we fly things in and out. They were having a field day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the first girl we meet is Catherine from Reseda, California. And if there was a girl that looked more like Reseda, she don't exist. It's Catherine.
We also meet Kylie with the cursed number 1666, who just ends without like a rejoinder, without a joking shrug of just like, if I don't get this, she's traveled to every audition ever.
Yep.
And she just says if she doesn't get this, she'll sell her body.
And then it's treated like a joke.
And then the show gives a little boing.
Also, she's
How
wearing
wacky.
She's wearing her best loose anime tank top.
Well, I'm sorry. Look, I know that she was like joking, being hyperbolic, but since we never see Kylie again, I would be mortified if that was the only thing I saw of me on television.
Thanks, show.
Yeah, and we also see these are all done in this like weird mall setting audition place. Like it's a mass audition.
But they just did live auditions.
Yeah.
They just did live auditions.
It just doesn't look that great.
Yeah.
And we learned that there's 33 girls from thousands.
Mm-hmm. And we start meeting some of them. The first one we meet in our semifinalist is Melissa from the Bronx. And what's Melissa's personality? Being from the Bronx.
From the Bronx.
Yeah.
You are going to see my hunger.
We do.
Not wrong.
I kind of grew to love Melissa.
I do too.
I liked Melissa a lot too.
I was shocked Melissa.
I'm actually very surprised she didn't get in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, having lived in New York now for 9 years, I just really start liking the people that are like New Yorkers.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about that energy that's always a little rough around the edges, but has that like spark that you want your contestants to have.
It comes with a natural, like easy breezy personality, but with a little bit of an edge.
Yeah, I don't know if I call it
what
easy
I mean
breezy.
Is like, it comes so naturally. Like there's no,
it's like relatable.
There's no artifice
for
to
sure.
it. It's just kind of
yes,
scrappy and heartfelt.
Yeah.
And then the next person we meet.
Speaking of scrappy,
Natasha, 21, from Dallas, Texas, and then we get a weird born in Russia attached to it. And her,
I do understand that the Tyron was like, now the Tyron's a person to me. The Tyron felt the need to be like, look, we can't say Texas, which has a very specific accent. And then Natasha, whose accent is very, very Russian.
Not
like,
Texan.
Presenting.
her hair. How many bags of hair did she have in? How many bags?
Okay, we need to have a disclaimer right now. Natasha is a lot of things, and she has a lot of quotes. Some of her quotes are funny in the moment because her English is a little broken.
Will I be doing
sometimes...
a Russian accent? Attempting to do a Russian accent throughout this season? Yes.
I was gonna say, here's the thing. A lot of our funny quotes are gonna come from Natasha. I want to be clear that a lot of times it's because Natasha's personality.
Yes. It really has nothing to do with her being Russian.
She's a real little weirdo.
It's more that she's a weirdo and less the broken English.
No, it's not the broken
part.
English, it's the funny. It's the weird confidence that she has right off the bat.
I just want to set that up for everyone right now. If you're just joining this cycle for the first time, Natasha's going to be around for a while.
And also Natasha sets up the season of accents, season of dialects, because who's this in New Bangs? Why, it's Jasleen.
I love those bangs.
Those bangs look clipped in.
They do look a little okay, I like the idea. I like her with bangs.
I like
No, she came in with like, this is the makeover you could give me. Blunt bangs.
I think she glowed herself up from last season in a very smart way.
Yeah, and made herself look just different enough that she's like, look at the transformation.
It looks a little like her top of the hotel photo shoot where she also clipped a different color bang into her head.
She just got it in the right color.
And then did anyone else hear some random girl say that she didn't pack no bathing suit?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was there so we spend much less time in the airport this cycle than we usually do.
Oh, no time. All of it was Natasha at baggage claim.
Immediately in the airport vans, and they can't figure out where they're going. It's a big mystery. But they pass nature and they're like, oh, maybe we're going to the beach. And then that one girl's like, and I didn't even pack a bathing suit.
I love the phrase, they pass nature. They didn't go to a desert somehow.
How?
Somehow they're not in the middle of nowhere.
How do you come to a top model audition without a bathing suit? It's the one of two outfits
Seems like
you
a
need.
crazy thing to say.
Whitney wears hers under her regular clothes all the time.
She's ready.
I stand for a girl who wears the bathing suit under the dress.
Oh, I love Whitney in this episode. We'll get into it. This is our first themed audition.
This is.
We're about to get into hard themes. This one, boot camp.
Military museum.
Hey, look at these guys. They're army men.
We also meet Micheline. Is that how it's pronounced? Because it's never said.
Michelin.
Okay.
Yeah, they do say it once. It's
Michelin from Atlanta.
Michelin is, to me, very attractive. I find her face gorgeous.
I find Michelin attractive as soon as she gets rid of the heavy makeup. Like her natural face is gorgeous. Because when she has the makeup on, it's a little Kat Von D cosplay.
Yeah.
I understand why she doesn't make it onto the show. That being said, I would have loved to have seen her with a fresh makeover. I would have loved it because her personality was great too. And she's a big narrator in this episode.
I was going to say, production really liked her because she does not make it very far at all. And she gets a lot of airtime.
Yeah. You're meant to feel for Michelin.
Mm-hmm.
And then Natasha screams, oh my gods, I see Jace coming, and I'm screaming.
More importantly.
And I'm screaming, I can't believe I've seen them alive.
She thought they were missing. She went on so many searches.
That's the best part is she says, I can't believe I'm seeing them alive, which is so funny because it just truly makes them seem like they were dead. And they came back, which between cycles, who can say?
To be fair, the way Tyra presents it, that might have happened.
We haven't gotten to know Natasha very well yet. But if you told me that Natasha had issues with object impermanence, I would not be shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Miss J is wearing mullet shorts.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see his butt, which is one of the girls says is all tight and scrunched.
Oh, Jessica.
Jessica is crushing on Miss J. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah. This is the first time we've seen someone really
sexualized,
outwardly hit on Miss J.
Choice.
The girls are told by the J's that they're not worthy to meet Tyra yet.
They're not ready yet.
Not ready
to meet Tyra.
And Diana from Garfield, New Jersey, 21, is very confused about this theme.
And we get to see this real moment because she has a talking head and then she puts her hand up and she's got a full tissue in it. And she just kept it in. So I imagine right before it, she just snotted her nose, dabbed her face, whatever it was with that tissue. And I think that's so funny because I'm going to tell you right now, I've only watched this first half of this first episode so far. She is one that I don't remember. I remember not liking, but in this episode, I really enjoy.
Agreed.
She feels like she might give us some Eugenia, I'm literally a real person energy, which is very fun.
And if I may channel Eugenia for a moment, since we've spoken about Miss J's shorts, Mr. J looks like Mr. J wearing a military jacket.
Oh, man. Oh, Eugenia-isms are become a thing, and I love it.
Yeah.
Love that.
We also meet Heather, 18, from Deer Park, Texas.
Whose whole deal is she's here to know about boot camps.
And has longest ass earrings I've ever seen.
And to vaguely look like 4 celebrities that I can't quite pin down.
I don't understand Heather's face.
It's one of those that I kind of They keep calling her commercial. I feel like if anything, she would have gone more high fashion if she could have found the angle.
It's a real mumblecore indie movie, Girl
Yes.
Next Door.
Yeah, a little
moment
manic
to
pixie
me.
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She doesn't know who Carolina Herrera is.
Nope.
Which is not acceptable. And then we get our first glance of, we've gotten a couple of looks at her, but get ready for Kathleen, who, if there was another narrator, it's Kathleen.
Kathleen, she might be one of my new favorite people.
I adore Kathleen.
I just love someone with enthusiasm for everything, for every single
so
thing.
happy. She's so genuine in a way that I find so charming. Because especially since it's like, so many cycles in at this point, you could see them being excited, but still mostly there to compete. Kathleen is just so happy to be here. It's lovely.
Might actually be there to make friends.
Yeah. Oh, she was.
Well, on the opposite side of the spectrum, we also meet Renee from Maui by way of maybe Minnesota.
Why? Because she says she's got this in the bag.
I got this in the bag. I got lots of character, like none of these other girls, and I'm gonna win this.
I just don't feel like that they have the amount of character and determination that I have. After our 40-minute ride from the airport together.
Renee,
we've had a lot of journeys finding people that were once couched as villains, Camille, Melrose, etc., and us growing to love them. I'm not sure if that's going to happen with Renee.
I think this is the time that the show got it right.
Yep.
I am happy to be proven wrong. Now, one thing I'm going to say off the bat, not to take the tone down, but we are recapping.
Yes.
Renee and JL, if you don't know, unfortunate
sad stories
outcomes for them in their...
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for Renee and JL. In the process of this show, we're going to treat them the same, as if, because we normally don't know anything about the contestants until I look it up per episode. They happen to have had a little bit more public, unfortunate series of events happen. So I'm throwing that out there right now for our listeners.
I would not have known that unless you brought that up. So I would not have treated them any differently because I have done very little post Top Model research generally. I didn't do it while I was watching it in real time, and it's just not something I've adopted just because I like hearing it from you in real time on the podcast.
Yeah, but I'm not going to treat them any differently either. I'm going to treat them like I'm watching a show.
And JL is here to laugh, y'all. From Detroit, she finds push-ups so funny.
It's just modeling. We're not curing cancer here.
It's the way she articulates everything. She always has a full spin.
She is
a parking lot, a car lot.
Yes.
Like airman.
Wiggly
the windsock man.
My friend Liat has a wonderful bit where she plays one of those that's like having an existential crisis, and that's very much what she does. Now, I gotta say this. I like this kind of hot look of the tank with the camo pants and the little ANTM with the dog. I was like, everyone looks good. I also like
and
it when they put
boot.
I also like it when I also like it when they put all the girls in the exact same thing because it's a real comparison.
But as opposed to 2 seasons ago where we saw Kathy's butt hairs, they are not shy about these girls getting undressed immediately on this military museum base.
Do not care.
They have 2 minutes.
Get undressed.
It's a test of character and determination to see how quickly you can change your clothes.
And so then they have this weird pose off, kind of, where Miss J has a dainty little 99-cent store megaphone to yell at the girls.
It's really a test of fashion knowledge.
Yes. Secret challenge.
Our first pose is Fashion Mad.
I almost thought it was Fashion Mod.
So Amazon subtitles say it's Fashion Mag.
Oh, it wasn't. It was Mad.
Incorrect.
It was
Fashion Mad. Amazon.
I love it when the captions try to fix
They're like, that can't be right. I'll make this make sense.
And then the second pose, we jump up the difficulty level so high because the second pose is Richard Avedon.
Hunched over, high fashion.
As we'll see in this episode, I think the Jays are so sick of women without fashion knowledge, and they're getting it out of the way. And that's when we get birthed this season, Sarah.
We didn't have one last season, so we got to have one this one.
And Sarah's
It's not right without a Sarah.
No, it doesn't feel like Top Model.
It felt weird.
This one's got an H. Sarah with an H.
Sarah with an H.
Yep. Sarah with an H is our smart one, our fashionista, and is a photographer.
Yeah, but she only won because she knew the name of the guy, and she only knew because she's a professional photographer. So that was bull.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, Bethany, she knew the answer, so she won the trivia game.
Bullshit. Rigged.
Also, Bethany, your hair is terrible and looks like a rat's nest. I'm going to say it. I think Bethany needs some grooming.
You know what? I gotta
Bethany
say,
needs a lot of things.
I liked Bethany's hair. I like a little crunch.
Also, we are getting so many girls from Texas in this audition. She's also from Texas. She's from
are.
Alice, Texas.
Alice, Texas.
Now we're going, as Mr. J says, we're going to take the girls over and get their heights and measures.
Heights and measures.
Yep. And I have a new drag name. And I usually hate the whole like drag name joke. Ha ha ha. Anyone can do
Welcome
it.
to
Ha,
the
ha,
stage.
ha, ha. However, please welcome to the stage, Battery Farley.
Battery Farley. I also wrote Battery Farley down.
Battery Farley. That's just the name of the
Ace?
building?
I don't know. But they that was a B-roll shot for them.
That they showed
Multiple times.
And then they just measure these girls against a loose pole. Just like a pole on the ground.
We also meet Chelsea from Richmond, who is worried about her corns and bunions, but is also not wearing socks. All the other girls are wearing
Well, that's how she knew there was one there.
She looked down and saw it.
Yeah. No, because she never wears socks.
Ah,
Oh.
that's how she got them.
Exactly.
And then we get someone who I didn't remember liking or
neither.
disliking, but comes out of the gate awesome, which is plus-sized Whitney.
From West Palm Beach.
Love her.
Love Whitney.
Mhm.
And I love that so her storyline, besides being plus-sized, is that
And
she's
gorgeous.
Her
And-
skin
like,
is flawless.
perfect.
Mhm.
Her face is so pretty. Also, she can dress.
Yes.
She has, though later we see it too, she has very West Palm Beach energy. It's a lot of black and gold.
Well,
Yeah.
this is also going to be the season of the pearls.
Uh-huh. They all saw
Apparently.
Amanda last season.
But see, Whitney's whole thing is kind of being preppy, and I think
Yes.
she pulls it off because she
Mhm.
exaggerates it. But she has the biggest bust in the competition, even with the other plus size girls. She's got 40
40
inches of boobies.
Though, who says it that it wouldn't be the biggest if she relaxed it?
Miss J says that.
Is that how boobs
I don't
work,
know what that
Hannah?
means.
That's not how that works.
Does he mean she's flexing her boobs?
Me and Alexander don't know. Hannah, are you always just tense in your breast, just ready to go?
But if you
Do
just
need to
relax-
relax them?
Yeah. That's how they stay so perky. Because I'm just constantly tensing them.
Natasha. Wait, no, sorry. There's something else great because does some good top model math. I pointed it out for you, Hannah.
You know I love my top model math.
And yes, and says, well, I'm plus size and Whitney's plus size, so there's 2 plus size girls. Yep.
Uh-huh.
She did it
Thanks.
right. That is impressive top model math.
Yeah. I love when the show just tells us exactly what we're already seeing.
And then this was my backup quote of Natasha. She
It's just
she
a
says,
secret.
I have a different look. I'm pretty.
And
Natasha!
I absolutely don't think that was an English
No!
thing.
It is, that's what I'm saying. I don't think
There are many statements that will continue along that
Yeah,
line. of
Natasha
thought.
is fully problematic
I
in
don't
this
think Natasha
episode.
is, her English is not broken. She's just a crazy person with so much confidence.
Then we meet someone with a name that I love.
We never hear it.
I
Jaleisha,
think
we don't.
I think it's Jaleisha, but it's spelled
Guys, we need to talk about the Tyrons in this episode. What and how are they being employed?
Whimsy.
Sometimes there's a Tyron, sometimes there isn't. Sometimes we get a full 3 to 4 minutes with someone before we get
Yes.
their name.
It was very hard to
And
take
sometimes
notes.
we get different
Yes.
information. Sometimes we get
I had to do a lot of pausing and reversing.
sometimes we get ages, sometimes we get hometown, sometimes we
we
don't.
get home birthplaces.
Home births. We get all those home births. Has she had a home birth? But here's the best thing about the name though, because in Top Model, there's kind of a history of the let's say the more unique, the more your original name, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But sometimes I'm like, is that just a name that I have not heard and I'm being ignorant? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I looked this up and it's a great name. It's not her, but there's a I'm gonna say Jaleisha.
I think it's still Jaleisha.
There's a Jaleisha Cooper who's a prominent basketball player.
Oh.
And I was like, that's how when it's a name like this, that's not hard to spell, not hard to say, but just unique enough that if I Google just the first name, you're the only one that comes up. That's a great
Yeah.
name. That
Mm.
is a perfect brandable name. You know what I mean?
If only we had heard it pronounced on the show. If
Yeah.
we ever
Nice.
spoke to Jaleisha ever again.
And And she's one who makes the top 20.
I know.
They also take photos right now of all these women, and I gotta say, these photos got a real American Apparel vibe.
You mean really pervy?
Kidnappy?
Yep, that's exactly what I mean. Yes.
And they're like, be a model, and then I think we don't even meet her yet, but like Brittany is just like all into it, and I gonna say, don't like Brittany.
Nope.
Not a Brittany fan.
No.
Mm-mm. It was all coming back to me as I was watching this because we don't get a ton of her in this episode, and my brain is like bubbling with, things are gonna happen. And I was like,
and then Tyra makes a strong choice or wrong choice. And according to
as Kathleen
says, we hear a snorting, and here comes Tyra rolling down the stairs, stepping.
That wasn't a bad Kathleen impression.
Oh, my Kathleen is probably my best impression so far. This season, my Jesseline is also pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to premiere it on this show, but my Kathleen is what I'm really proud of.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Why is Tyra trying to fit in with people who actually
went to college?
Are steppers? Not how I was going to finish the sentence. Also,
is Tyra a Sigma?
No.
What does stepping have to do with boot camp?
With military? Nothing.
Boots?
Also, question, conspiracy theory. Were the girls told to stand at attention so that no one would run up and hug Tyra?
Yeah. And she also had a tiny platform just in case.
Tyra was done with hugging.
That the men had to step off of.
Can I say I love stepping. I love step.
It's amazing.
I find it an incredibly impressive art form. And that's one of those things that I love seeing any sort of like artistic expression where you can tell that a lot of hours went into it.
And then Tyra walks all over that.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons that I'm so annoyed by her insistence on performing with these guys, because she makes, when there is one bad stepper in a step team, it makes everybody else look worse.
Also, why not just have them perform, the girls cheer, and then while the girls are cheering for the performance, she like appears? That would be better.
Also, just like, why? I don't get the stepping thing. Like, why isn't she coming out in like a little general's hat and like an epauletted coat or something?
For listeners, you couldn't see Hannah's little sassy like general's hat, like just a general's hat, just shimmying her shoulders.
Just a general hat. She didn't come out in a general hat. Also, this dancing must have gone on so long because these girls look so bored.
And Whitney knows Sigma. I think she said her mother was in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, Jessica seems so familiar. I wondered if she had auditioned before because she looked so familiar.
So
I would also love to know what Tyra's knowledge of military rankings is.
Loose.
You mean when she calls...
My Mr. and Mrs. Captains have been over there handling business for me.
Miss J looks so pissed.
You
when
know
he says
they have
Mrs.
talked about
J.
this so many times. You know he has sat down with her and been like, Miss, we are not married.
Also, military rank means that you're not referred to as Mr. or Miss anymore. Nope. You're referred to by your rank.
Mr. Captain, Mrs. Captain.
Captain's
we
J.
also learned that you have to set up a group of people for what the response is in a call and response. Because Tyra goes, can you handle the truth? No, yeah, like, because they want them to say, ma'am, yes, ma'am, which they do the second time. That was a perfect
recreation, JW.
It was just like all of them babbled.
JW, I can't believe you have whisked away all of the things that Tyra says in this moment. Because number one, she is so winded from this dance. She cannot catch her breath. And she then decides, well, if I can't catch my breath, I'm just going to improv movie quotes. Because she says, I love the smell of hair and makeup in the morning. Smells like victory. But also says it in a British accent for some reason. That movie was not British.
I want you to be all you can be, not bitch, all you can bitch.
Then she said, top guns, not top son of a guns. And then we start this narrative that she goes, I have to tell you, this is cycle 8. She reminds us that she has done this 8 times, that this is the 8th time. This is cycle 8 so many times, as though she's gaslighting us that this is actually cycle 9.
But there's also some things that she didn't do, at least in the first cycle. She's like, at certain points, she's like, this is the 8th time I've done this. And I'm like, no.
No, absolutely not.
No, you haven't. We had one cycle where we didn't have
And then
auditions.
she makes them all pose at the end.
Oh,
Well, that's the thing is, again, I don't know, and I didn't look it up. And I do wonder if it's anything to do with the Greek system that was being represented. But she just says double finger guns, and she describes it in a way that it doesn't seem like that. And please, listeners, if you know better, tell us. Let us
it
know.
seemed like W for
Because
woman.
I tried
at one
very
point.
quickly right before this episode to look it up, but I didn't even know how to search for it, really.
As she tells them to pose, she says, "You have to convict me that you are Top Guns."
Yeah, I feel like it was
Convict.
Because
just...
there's only room for Top Guns.
I feel like she was just trying to make them make gun things, and there was something really weird about that. And then she also said to strike it fierce.
And then this is when I said, Mr. J needs to come over with a juice box for Tyra because her
And
energy
then
is
they repeat some stuff,
lagging.
including Sigma, and then say ANTM, which feels disrespectful in a way that overwhelmed me.
Well, it also overwhelmed Renee because she then immediately starts crying for some
She
reason.
can tell the love that Tyra has for all of them.
Well, she was doing her dance, but she has a lot of heart for us girls.
Renee is just constantly leaking.
Yeah.
I think, Renee needs needed at this time some therapy about
She could also just be
affection.
real postpartum-y. Her baby is 7 months old.
Yeah, very true, actually.
And she got married. She got married seemingly
Mhm.
a month before.
Then we get our favorite recurring character, the Century Plaza Hotel.
They haven't been to the Century Plaza before.
What? Well,
Yeah, where's the
Bel
Bellage?
Lodge?
wait a second. There was definitely a time that
We've
there was
never been to
definitely
the
a
Century-
time that Hannah, it was in the Lady Cat cycle,
Yes,
quoted
it
the
was.
Western Century Plaza Hotel. Don't gaslight me.
This isn't Western
They
Century Plaza.
are
This
all
is the Hilton
in the
Century Plaza.
family of hotels.
It's in Century City, which is not it is in Los Angeles, but it's Century City, California, not Los Angeles, as they try to.
It's a
gaslight
Century
us
Plaza
into.
Hotel.
And our first girl that we meet in the room is Farrah, 18, Houston, Texas.
And her accent is British.
She's a real bad actress. Also, this is the moment I realized how thin every girl's
Yeah.
eyebrows are.
Real arched, too.
This is real,
Mhm.
real high and like just
Yeah.
a line of
This
hair.
is probably why I overplucked mine so hard back in the day.
And then Kathleen comes in
And then
From
Joy
around the
enters
corner.
room.
screaming.
You're so pretty.
Why are you screaming so loud? Because you're so pretty. Oh, she's so cute. She keeps getting distracted by how pretty Tyra is. It's so cute.
And then my favorite quote of all time. Is that your real hair? No, it's a piece, Tyra.
I
And
thought she
then
was going to pull it off for a
Lifts it,
second.
like almost once, like pushes it up her. She's like, I do hair.
They immediately love her because she's immediately charming.
She's a lot. Also, Kathleen has a great body.
Uh-huh.
And she's
That
very
bikini was a
aware
little
of
too
it.
small. That bikini was a little too small, but
Well, as we learned, she's not figured out how to put clothes atop her breast yet.
A little bit.
true. True.
And then next in, we've got Sarah from Lake Zurich, Illinois.
Who has a belt that is so high on her body.
So high, so weirdly situated. Sarah is also trying to say that she's more mature, that she's an old soul. And so she says, I like to describe myself as 20 going on 26.
Come on.
Not even the upper limit age that you can do top model. Not even 27.
20 going on 26.
The oldest.
She basically says her entire personality is, I want something, I get it.
I believe Sarah, though.
But that's not a personality.
Well, one thing, you know what? I'm going to argue that traditionally you would be correct. I think Sarah has made it a personality.
The sheer force of wanting it to be her personality.
The Jays.
I want this as my personality. I get this as my
The
personality.
Jays who stand for Sarah so hard want to mention to Tyra, hey, she won the challenge. Where's your medal? And she was like, it's on that shirt. I wasn't sure if I was
didn't
allowed
get
to
say
wear
it at the time, but they called it a badge of honor for ANTM boot camp.
Oh my God. that I feel like was on Jay's shirt, Mr. Jay's shirt, and just pulled it off and gave it to her. It was all
And
made
then
up.
as she leaves, someone says there's a lot of great model bone in there. She's just filled with model bones.
One bone.
And then I love Cassandra too.
Cassandra's next. She's 24 from Seattle. She's wearing a garbage outfit.
She's wearing everything. She's wearing all the clothes she brought with her.
And then we get a Tyra 3 list. Tyra says she looks like Little House on the Prairie meets Superman meets Wonder Woman.
I'm going to argue that was.
I think the Wonder Woman was a correction to the Superman.
Yeah, I feel like that's a Tyra 2.5 list.
And then what I love is then she's like, all right, because I think, who is it? Mr. J goes up there. Miss J goes up there and is like taking things off. And she's like, earrings off and the bracelet and your hair down. Like Tyra is so confused by Cassandra.
But most importantly is that she had a wig sewn into her hair.
And Miss J collapses
all along the back hairline.
Can I say that the thing I really like about Cassandra, and we get to see small doses of it right now, is that Cassandra is kind of like a nerd. Like she actually has kind of this like fun nerdy energy, and as we'll see, a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
And I really like her.
I enjoyed looking at her face very much. I was like, this is a face you wanted to keep looking at.
Her.
Although the bikini and the red boot look.
Oh my God. It's not even a bikini. It's panties. It's her negligee.
It goes from light pink to dark pink to hot red boots. As if she was like, I ombra'd. Right? Then we get Heather Boot Camp Dad.
Looking real Veruca salty.
With a classic Tyra opening line. All right, Heather. So how do you feel about authority?
Okay. Then this is where we get classic top model. We're going to take a situation that seems actually kind of bad and not address it. Because she's talking about how her dad, this is like how he would speak to her at home. And I'm like, you seem like maybe you were verbally abused by your father. Like, we need to talk about this seriously and not make a whole joke of it, top model. But like, there's some damage done to this.
Yeah,
this
and she's
woman.
like 18. She's one of the younger ones too. I will say this though, I didn't hate watching Mr. J do some push-ups.
I mean,
look, I'll do some push-ups
too.
for you, baby.
Yeah.
No. Miss J says.
No, Mr. J said,
that.
look, I'll do some push-ups for you, baby.
Okay.
Miss J said, I'll do a pose. You're not getting no push-ups.
I don't do push-ups, baby. I'll do a pose, but you ain't getting no push-ups. But Miss J is clearly not here for Heather at all.
Yeah. And then another classic Tyra first thing out of her mouth as presented in the show. Brittany comes in looking pretty good.
You thought she looked good?
Yeah, for sure. That black with that red hair, it's a great look. No, I'm right about that one. That's
tacky, lacy.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. You can't say tacky after we just got assaulted with Cassandra. I'm sorry. You need to fix your yardstick for the success of these people.
I also said Cassandra's was terrible.
All right. So Tyra says, tell me about your insecurities. First sentence out of her mouth. And she has a fake one.
Yeah, how is your biggest insecurity your volume control?
Brittany was like, I'm not going to get them to tell me a sad story out of my mouth.
And then they're basically like, prove it. And she gets sort of loud.
Marginally louder. And then Tyra actually, so then I had a question about this
funny
exchange. Because Tyra says, do you have hearing loss maybe? And then she goes, huh? And I went, oh, maybe Brittany does have hearing loss. Like, it made me think, like, maybe Brittany. I don't think Brittany thought it was a joke. I don't think Brittany heard
because she just
her.
goes, pardon? And then they all laugh because it is it's either a very funny joke,
which I don't think it is,
or a funny coincidence. Yeah.
I think it's a funny coincidence. I am not in on
I'm fine
Brittany
with her in this episode. She says
I'm fine with her in this episode also, and I think she has a really striking look.
Yeah.
The face and the hair.
Yeah. Like,
sure.
She comes in as, I just don't want what we know of like her kind of famous thing later to affect how I feel about her now, because I think she has a great look. I think she's dressed well. And the only thing that's a little odd is that she says that basically people change their drinking schedules around when she's bartending because she's everyone's friend. But I've heard bartender friends say that out loud to me too.
I had regulars. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I don't know. If she was my bartender, if I went to Savannah, Georgia, and I sat down at her bar and she started talking at me, I would be like, well, I'm going to move to a table. Like,
I think your knowledge of later in the season might be playing on you a little bit, because I don't think there's anything wrong with her in this episode.
Okay, maybe.
I mean, you're entitled to your opinion about
Except-
everything but her look, because the dress was great.
Except for the whole, this is a fake insecurity. This is like a fake
It's so
confident
so
pretty
stupid.
girl insecurity.
Yeah.
And then in struts, in a Z formation, Natasha. I'm Natasha. I'm 21 years old, and I'm from Richnalis, and I was born in Russia. Priet.
I kind of love that every time she says something, even just like I'm blank years old, she just hits a pose.
Oh,
Hits a pose.
I'm 21 years old. I was Richnalis, and I'm born in Russia. Priet.
All while dressed like a disco ball.
Such a shiny top.
How do you feel about this outfit, Alexander?
I hate it.
Great. See, now we're on the same page again. We're back to best friends.
Also, when she, this is the weirdest walk we've ever seen, because when she walks in, and every time she walks, her eyes roll in her head. She's looking literally everywhere in this room.
That being said, she's very good about stating less who she is and more what her plot line is.
Yes.
Which is
We find out a lot of information about her.
We sure
get
do.
a lot of information, but most importantly from we'll talk about the other stuff we figure out, but also I think it's very smart of her to come in and say, this is America's next top model. As she says, I feel myself American. And she means like, this is my country. America has given me everything that's good in my life. I want to represent America. And
Because this is the country that changed my life.
It's smart.
It is. She's already setting up her journey.
She also has abs for days.
Jesus. And she's
Great
so
shape.
tiny. She's so tiny.
She lets them know that she got married at 18. And her husband is around 40.
He's 75, I'm sure.
And Miss J very casually goes, oh, how did you two meet? Business trip? Mail order?
And she never says mail order. Those things.
No.
She
And
very
she just doesn't respond to it.
Yep.
She just
never
says, he
it.
changed my life. That's all he says. All she says, sorry.
Which, look, not knowing this whole situation, it's one of those things where you just never know, because since she doesn't reveal it, you don't know if the show is playing into a stereotype and that wasn't the situation and it just feels like it's that cliche, or if that did happen, she literally can't talk about it.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think it's a thing where she is actively not talking about it, because I think if it wasn't the case, she would be like, that's not, like, I do feel like she would knock it out if it wasn't the case. But the fact that she does, her omission comes kind of as an admission. You know what I mean? By not saying it, she kind of confirms
I honestly thought it was weirder that Miss J just sort of casually tossed that off. Like he expected it to be kind of a joke.
It also, I usually love Miss J's commentary. It's a little insulting.
Yeah.
A little insulting. And then later when he's like, I just want to know how many stamps it took to mail over here. I was like, come on.
That was
man.
really
like, come on.
Yeah.
That's too much. Miss J, you're better than that.
Agree. But I do love the weird ballet music cue that they've given Natasha now.
Yes. She gets Russian ballet.
Yeah.
So we get our first break where Kathleen, because she narrates every break.
Yeah.
My grandma has no booty. My mama has no booty. So therefore, I have no booty.
And then she's like, I do have She opens her sweatshirt and her tube top has written down. So she flashes the crew and the girls.
And this was a genuine moment where she did not know she was doing this.
Well, absolutely did not expect that to happen.
Because they all freak out and she's like, what? And then she's like, oh.
I was just like, Kathleen.
Can I ask a question, Hannah? As the representative that has breasticles on the I feel like it's happened now with Carrie D on that runway and some other times in Top Model. Can you just sometimes not feel if like fabric is not
sometimes
covering?
You can't feel it. It depends on how light the bra is. Like if I'm wearing a very light, like no underwire, just like I said, like light material bralette. Yeah, sometimes I'll look down and be like, whoop.
Interesting. That's one of those things that it feels like that's, a funny thing that sometimes happens on TV and whatever. And I've never actually had the moment to ask, like, how realistic that is.
Oh, yeah, totally realistic. Definitely happens.
Although Whitney backs it up later.
Especially if you, like, I once flashed a class in college because I was wearing a built-in and we were doing, like, a very strenuous exercise. And I was just like, oh, well, they were out. Like,
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, JW, I've worn, like muscle tanks where you like cut the sleeves off and down to your like waist.
Yeah, I wear some of those at the gym.
Yeah, where your nipple is fully out and you wouldn't know.
I guess that's true. That's true.
They just, women have more meat there, so there's like more opportunities for there to be a fallout as opposed to just like nip slip through the side of your shirt.
Ladies, you got more meat there.
You got yum meat.
Welcome to the new podcast, Gay Men Talking About Breasts.
It's every gay podcast.
Oh.
So Sarah keeps bragging about these 5.5-inch heels.
Chanel,
which are not that high.
Felt like she was telling a story.
No, she just kept being like, they were really high, 5.5 inches. It was for Chanel. And Natasha goes, that wasn't Chanel.
Natasha was full interrogator.
Yeah, she's like, you're lying about Chanel. Chanel never had those shoes. Dior?
Chanel never had a fashion show in Cleveland.
Okay, I understand what's going on. I didn't understand what was going on when this was happening, but afterwards I realized. So what Sarah was saying was she did like a mall show in Cleveland where she wore Chanel clothes. It was not a Chanel fashion show at Cleveland. So they're both right. But Natasha is offended that anyone would say they were in a Chanel fashion show.
Well, and then we get our first offensive quote from Natasha.
And right before we say that, can I just say that one thing that's interesting about Natasha is that I wouldn't have necessarily, and you know what, this is my problem for having preconceived notions. I think about Natasha a little bit. I didn't remember that she also has some fashion knowledge. Like to know that is really interesting, and I should give her that credit that she is very interested in fashion and modeling.
Yeah. Well, and I think she takes they all take being a model very seriously, but I think she has an idea in her head of what a model is and is trying to become that. But her idea of what a model is not great because she says there are girls really masculine and they're just not supposed to be here.
Well, to be fair, she only knew 2 phrases in English when she arrived. I love you and my name is Natasha.
Hi, my name's Natasha.
When that was revealed and Kathleen and another one of the girls are cracking up at that. I actually found that moment funny because she was it was the way Natasha delivered it.
Yeah,
she's like,
she was telling a story.
I love you. And hello, my name is Natasha. And that is very funny.
It's just also like, because the show never really addresses is this about human trafficking?
Hope not.
Well, I'm going to give it a benefit of the doubt. I know there's a future episode where we learn a little bit more about her family, so I'm interested to see what we pick up. But more importantly, in the background of this are blown up versions of the Tyra magazine posters of the pages, including the one that says Tyra takes on race. And now all I can think of is was that real? Was that a real article that came out?
It wasn't a real magazine.
They're in the background so they set up the Century Plaza, Western, Eastern, Northern, wherever it may be, with framed posters of the magazine.
It always looks like that in there. She endowed the conference room. So they have to keep the posters.
Which is why they didn't go to the Bel Age this season.
It's like the bank swing of the Century Plaza Hotel.
So Michelin comes in with flower buns looking terrible.
Yeah, I love Michelin, but the hair was a choice.
Takes them off. They wipe off her makeup. She looks so good.
And she loves haute couture.
Christian Dior, haute couture.
The hottest of couture.
That honestly might be what lost it for her right there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And the number of tattoos, I'm going to say, including the lower back tattoo of Frankenstein's monster's face.
Yeah, that was not a good look. Also, the roses in the armpits was questionable.
And
I mean, I am intrigued by a woman who, when getting a lower back tattoo, chooses
Frankenstein's
monster's face.
Yeah, that's the thing is that I think, and she makes a little bit of her storyline of, I can still model with tattoos like this. I want girls to see girls like me, a little bit more like, rock and roll, for lack of a better word. And it's just what the tattoos are of. And I love horror
Yeah.
movies, but a lot of them were just horror movie references, and they're way too specific to
Mhm.
work in a lot of modeling situations.
Yeah, if you don't know also if is there going to be like, does somebody own that image? Or are we going to need to ask
100%. That's
permission
the
from
thing is,
Paramount
I feel
Studios?
like she's got a lot of trademarked images up. It's not like Future Cycle's Alina, who has a lot, but they're just
designy.
They're monochromatic. They're words. They're a little bit like more general as opposed to a super specific. This is Jason Voorhees.
It's just like it wasn't going to fly on this show at this time.
Yeah.
I don't think either.
Mm-mm.
Next in is Samantha,
From Panson.
who Penson, Alabama, the only girl with thick eyebrows here.
She's never walked in front of people.
No, and she's very.
That was a great funny quote.
She's very insecure about her missing tooth, but it's way in the back. It ain't no Joni situation.
Mm-mm.
And she's very pretty, but she keeps looking down, which is like not a great.
She's just shy.
I guess.
I like Samantha's
She's
look.
never walked in front of people.
Yeah, I like her.
Next we get Melissa.
Who I did not recognize at first. I was like, who's this girl we've never met? Oh, it's that girl from the beginning. Because she looks like the draggiest drag queen that ever dragged.
Really? I didn't find her to look that way. I don't know. I love Melissa from start to finish.
I mean, I really like her.
I just thought it was an outfit. I did love Mr. J being like, you just gotta get the pearls off before we talk.
She's from the Bronx, and the Bronx doesn't recognize third place. It doesn't recognize second place. It only recognizes first. Love that energy.
But we know she's a good friend.
Yep.
Because she let her friend borrow her weave.
But then, twist.
Had to get it back.
For the show.
Then put it in herself, but not all the way because she's able to pull tracks out when she's in the
She just
interview
pulls
room.
one out.
I'm like, just please let her make it to the makeover episode at this point. This girl deserves a makeover. And she has a face that I think gets more beautiful the longer that you look at it.
Yes.
And eventually we'll see some pictures of her. And she's my person this cycle that I'm surprised didn't get
I
in.
agree.
Really surprised she didn't get
Me too.
in.
And then talk about surprise at this point. Surprise they didn't get in. This is surprise they did get in from this edit because
She doesn't
Dion
get a
is
good
next.
edit. I love Dion. Dion's so
I like
funny.
Dion, but I'm just saying. All right, I'm Dion. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama. I went to ASU. I'm a mother. I have 3 sisters. I'm a former pianist. I used to have a pet tarantula named Sassy. She died. My favorite food is spaghetti, then T-bone steaks with salad. My favorite color is blue. And then they cut away from Dion.
They give us a commercial break for Dion.
Because Miss J has started becoming like going on his phone.
Yes, his
while Dion is talking.
fully bedazzled flip phone.
We get our funny dancing montage that's mostly Felicia.
Then we meet a new girl, Natalie, who loved Audrey Hepburn in Dinner at Tiffany's.
I'm sorry, brunch at Tiffany's.
And then we cut back to
Dion.
She likes to swim, but not past 8 feet. She likes to wear long...
Hold on a second. Why are you not going past 8 feet?
Yeah, I love the specificity. Here's the thing. Dion is, for all this, it's babbling. It's, as Mr. J calls it, diarrhea of the mouth, but it is specific. It's so specific because 8 feet is, well, like 7 feet should be dangerous for you. Why is 8 feet the one?
Or Miss J stopped looking at his phone, was like...
Not looking at it. He can't look at it. He's talking on it.
Oh, that's right. He was wait, 8 feet? And then it's like, oh, that answer's boring. And then goes back to his phone call. And then she says she likes to wear long hair in colors 1B and 30. And then we get a lesson, hair dye.
Which I appreciated
Tyra.
because I didn't know stuff like that.
Because Tyra's like, oh, the 1B is the black. And then the 30 is the red. Because apparently Tyra also has 30.
But she has like the opposite or something. Yeah, it was interesting. I went down a little Google rabbit hole of just learning about like the numbers assigned.
We're missing Dion's passion, which is dentistry.
I love that her passions are
I love
modeling and
it.
dentistry.
I love it.
I think it's fabulous that she dreams about being a model and also cleaning someone's teeth. And I fully buy it.
I do too.
I also just find her stunningly gorgeous.
She is.
I just it's
Great smile.
It's like she
great proportions in her face.
Yeah.
I really hope that we find out in her update that she became a successful dentist.
Yeah.
That would make me really happy.
A deontist?
Wow.
Perfect joke, perfect joke, perfect joke. Genevieve made a perfect joke.
I tip my sassy general cap to you.
Is that a tarantula named Sassy? Thank you.
She died.
Her name is Sassy, but she died.
Then the judges prepare themselves.
Brace yourselves, girls.
Brace yourselves. They all grab hands. And then Jasleen walks in, still amazing. Walker.
Love Jasleen.
But now she's boring. We miss the old Jasleen. How dare you?
Oh no, girl, don't make me turn it up.
How motherfucking dare you do this to Jasleen?
Mm-hmm.
And knowing she gets on the show, but they're like, we missed that cha-cha diva. Where's that fire? And she's like, it's still there, but you told me to get rid of it.
Yeah, you absolutely told me the opposite feedback. The very last time I was here, last cycle.
And yes, she still walks like this all day, every day.
She gives a little energy of John Leguizamo and Tu Wong Fu.
Here for it. Here for Jasleen.
No, I love Jasleen.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jessica comes in, and I just wrote the note. No, stop. Please stop.
Well, her whole... you know what? I didn't mind Jessica so much. I don't think she should be on the show. I didn't find her plausible as a model. And her thing with Tyra that Tyra kind of forced her into was this like...
Yeah, it felt like they only let her on so Tyra could finally demonstrate her quote-unquote accent.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
someone who finally actually shared her quote-unquote accent.
What I appreciate about Jessica is she really seemed to want to be here. And when she doesn't get on, she burns it down instantly. I love it.
Yes. Also, Jessica should be insecure about her volume control because she seems like she's the one with volume, not Brittany.
Well, to be fair, the only thing we got to see was her yell because Tyra made her.
Sure.
She also said, "Tyrify me, baby," which is great, and I can't believe the show didn't steal it.
Yeah, right. Seriously.
Renee is next.
Mm-hmm. And another classic Tyra opening question. How's married life like for such a young girl?
Yikes.
Which feels weird because we've had women married this young on the show
Yeah,
before.
this isn't new.
She also does not project young and innocent.
No.
I would say Renee has had a rough life.
Also, Dion has already talked about being a mother.
And she's they're the same age.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And Natasha is like not much older.
Now, I didn't make a lot of fashion notes, but Renee's crop top is the most cropped top that I couldn't figure out Renee's body proportions.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
I couldn't figure out Renee's timeline because she says she lives in Maui, but actually she's living in Palm Springs right now. And her husband is in Maui, but her 7-month-old child is with her and her mom in Palm Springs. But then they show a photo of her wedding and it looks like she got married in a cornfield in Idaho. And I am very confused where...
well, I'm trying to remember because I don't remember if her husband is in the military.
That's what I thought too.
Which is what I assumed from the Hawaii thing.
She also was wearing a dog tag, but also they got dog tags when they were put in their top model boot camp, and I couldn't tell what was what with that.
I thought that too.
Although you think they would want to like really emphasize that part of the storyline, but maybe not yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she just comes in so strong.
Mm-hmm. She's not a complete bitch or anything like that.
No.
But when she has something to say, she's going to say it. No, I'm quoting her.
I know. And that was my reaction
at the time.
Yeah. Know thyself, Renee.
But let's go ahead and talk about something fun. Let's talk about burps and farts. Burps and farts.
Kathleen tells us that she's both a farter and a burper. And I said, maybe get some Beano.
I like that they're having this real conversation. In fact, everyone in the room seems to like, they're like, hey, we're models, but we're disgusting people, except for Natasha.
Natasha, who thinks models should be ladies.
She is so horrified.
And instead of just laughing it off, which is what you should do.
Yeah.
Renee gets very offended.
By Natasha getting offended.
And then Natasha gets very offended and says that she's tired of Renee telling her bad stuff about her.
Natasha's tired of Renee calling her a bitch in front of everyone.
No, but she literally says, I'm tired of you telling me bad stuff about me. I'm a nice person. And then Renee, in the tactic of middle school girls everywhere, goes, can we vote on that? To the assembled room.
And then, y'all, Cassandra's impression of Kathleen.
And then Natasha.
So good.
SNL worthy.
Yeah.
She needs one more character, and she's ready to go.
She's got a reel.
Yeah.
Jasleen is next.
And finally, Renee says, I'm not here to have you try and tell me how to live my life. And I'm like, this is all because she says that she thinks farting is gross.
Yes, this is deep-seated Renee damage is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also I think she doesn't express it well, but it's okay if Natasha's like, I think farting and burping is gross. That's okay.
Yes.
Plenty of people do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And then we get lovely, lovely Whitney.
Yay.
Whitney is just so great. And I love that she can't keep her boobs in her dress.
The one knock against her, the one knock against Whitney is her boobs do not want to stay in that tube top dress.
Technically, it's the two knocks against Whitney. Heyo. I just love that Tyra keeps having to signal her. Like, I don't know if Tyra listened to one word that Whitney says.
No. And then Whitney's like, and then Tyra keeps doing it. She's like, oh, I didn't pull it up enough. But the problem is, Am I
busting out?
This is the problem. It's a dress. It's on a top. So what Whitney's done is she's pulled it down to cover her bits down below. But then when she keeps pulling it up, it then starts like scooching up, and her skirt keeps getting shorter and shorter.
But she's great.
Yeah. She goes to Dartmouth. The confessional look is very Real Housewives of West Palm Beach.
And she's here to be a plus size model and win. She's here to revamp the way people think about plus size models.
Mm-hmm. She can't walk very well. And she has a bit of a hungry butt.
But it's okay for the plus size models. That's her deal. Let her be hungry.
She's also wearing white heels, so we know hooker. Those white pumps.
Or
Real
Housewives.
White pumps is like such a strong look, Hannah.
It is. No, I do not disagree.
And it's hooker.
I just like the whole black and white look. I thought it was just.
I think the look itself is fine. It was once it got down to a brown bathing suit and white pumps.
And the white pump. Well, yeah, we have a whole shoe story here going this episode. Next, we get JL.
Who instantly breaks down.
She came into this not understanding why she was chosen at all.
Which I kind of get that energy of she's never seen herself as Model S. She, she did it on a whim, probably. Maybe Eugenia style, just saw it on a website and was like, okay, I'll do this. This will be fun.
I mean, JL probably seems like she does everything in her life on a whim at this point.
I forgot the storyline or the fact that she was half black and half Jewish completely.
Yeah.
And I think it's partly because her hair is so bleached.
Yeah.
She looks paler. But then when they show a picture of her mom, she looks exactly like her mom.
Yeah, she really does.
But she doesn't follow the drum beat of everyone else.
And Top Model has never really gotten a handle on the beat, marching to the beat of a drum metaphor. That is just not a thing they're going to learn.
Nope.
I assume we're not talking about her cut rate Moulin Rouge Lady Marmalade outfit because she's just a full wackadoo. But like she comes in with like a tutu and a corset and a
and wears that again.
Yeah.
Wears it again in different colors.
Yes, she brought multiple.
Okay. Here's the thing, and I know that two of you know way more about fashion. However, that being said, I like someone like JL who comes in with like a fun brand for herself. Like I think it's fun and interesting to wear a tutu. And honestly, I think she generally pulls it off. Is it the best thing for a model on a go-see? Absolutely not. Is it good for someone auditioning for this show? Absolutely. Sure. And I think there's something very fun about it.
I will say it feels like authentic Lisa. Whereas Lisa, the tutu is like, okay, you're trying to be like kooky.
Okay.
Yeah, what did you pull out of your costume box? It doesn't seem like JL has a costume box.
No, it doesn't feel put on for JL.
No.
That feels like exactly what JL was wanting to wear that day. Like she woke up. She's when you're like a young kid and you're like, today I'm wearing a bathing suit and a tutu.
Yeah.
Like that's what JL is like. She wakes up and like only Joy wants to put on like whatever she wants.
Which I find so charming.
No, I'm not saying it's not charming. I'm saying it's not fashion.
Yeah. Joy and fashion don't coexist, and I just need to learn it.
Yes.
It's genuine self-expression.
Not fashion.
Which can be fashion.
Sometimes.
But when you're an aspiring model, probably not so much. But I do think it's not a bad choice for the audition episodes.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Because then we get the plainest person, even though I like them.
Diana comes in, and once again, we don't really talk about the fact that her dad was super abusive to her.
Well, we talk about it a little
At least
bit.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess.
We do not talk about the cropped sweater shrug that she's wearing.
I mean, she is, I will say, she's very going off, especially comparing her directly to JL, who seems like kind of off the rails.
Polar personality opposites. She seems about as well adjusted as a person can be, especially when she's apparently come from an emotionally abusive parent.
She's giving me and I think it's because also her name is Diana. She's giving me like calm Big D. Like, remember when Diane like calmed down? This is like another notch down is Diana.
She speaks really well about her experiences.
Yeah.
She's really composed. She seems like she fully has her shit together.
And there's the most and there's like the suspense of, will they ever take 2 plus-size people in the same cycle, which seems so quaint now.
Yeah.
But at the time, we didn't even have one in certain cycles. And the ones that were in cycles, not one of them had even made it overseas yet.
Or sometimes the storyline became they are now plus. It's like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a big part of it, is that, you know, she keeps mentioning that her and Whitney are in kind of direct competition because she thinks they'll only take one, which rightfully so.
She's seen the show.
Yeah.
Diana's watched this. Then we meet
Tyra, basically.
Felicia.
Baby Tyra?
From Houston.
Baby Tyra.
Well, Tyra tries to give her an out, and Felicia doesn't take that out because Tyra is like, "Oh, you really look like Beyonce. You're from Houston, like the light hair. You look like Beyonce." She's like, "I've actually been told here and at other places that I look like you," and I'm like, "Wrong."
Hate other models who look like them
and are younger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Janice hated it.
Yep.
Tyra hates it.
You didn't watch last season when Christian got evaporated immediately?
Mm-hmm. Also, Felicia comes in with saying there's only 2 people that are her competition. Jasleen, Melissa with the looks. The rest of them are just cool to talk to.
I love that she says the rest of them are just girls to talk to.
Just cool to talk to. Just cool to talk to. And then she rechants the boot camp chant out, which is charming.
She also has some insane eyebrow makeup. The highlight is
she needs both makeup and hair help. She is someone
100.
who the makeover episode is going to very much help them in the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then we have Sarah with the fashion facts.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah tells us that plus size means you have to be between size 12 and 14.
And Whitney is perfect.
Man, that's a narrow range of plus size.
Yep.
You can be 2 sizes to be plus size.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's it, Hannah. Don't you dare be more or less.
J'adore Kathleen, because she basically says how gorgeous Diana and Whitney are. And
Kathleen says they could be big competition.
How dare
she? You knew what you were doing, Kathleen. You knew it.
Did she? I don't know that Kathleen
I don't think she did. I think Kathleen just speaks. And gems come out from
it. Gave me energy for when people called Anshul big fat competition or whatever they
big
said.
Fat fake.
Big fat fake. Yeah.
So then we get to the Jays in a hallway.
It's time for the first cut. And this is my favorite. So Miss J goes, "This is the part that I absolutely hate." And then Mr. J goes, "We both hate it."
Yes, because and the girls immediately assume they're talking about cuts, and it's like no. They hate when the girls have to run at them and they have to stand them.
They're just clearly producing, or the production team is like, you have to do this. You have to. It's a tradition.
But I just love that Miss J is like, "I hate it." Mr. J is like, "No, we both hate it.
We both hate this." But at least it's not. No one's gonna get a paper cut this time.
Yes, thank God.
So the girls are told they're going to have to run in where they'll find gift bags with Mark Echo Fashion Party invitations.
And Kathleen says, I loved this. Kathleen says that it feels like butterflies are destroying her stomach.
I love that. Not butterflies just in your stomach. They were wrecking that.
Destroying them.
Throwing over the vases.
She's terrified of butterflies and moths.
These bridesmaid party gift bags.
The Jays say that if they get an invitation, they have to immediately get ready, get dressed to go to this party, because just like at every fashion party, there will be photographers.
Hey, JW, you've been to a fashion party.
Sure.
Was there a photographer?
Yeah, probably. Actually.
Or was there a person with a camera that just they were the designated picture taker?
I mean, I was in a competition, so.
Great.
I don't know.
Then the Jays turn to the side so that the girls don't knock them over.
Flow around them like the rushing river.
Yes. And then we learn that the photos are on tags on the bags.
Which is at least way more safe than a lot of the ways they've been doing this.
And that they will represent the young girls continuing on in the competition.
Ooh.
Why was that said like that?
Because they're all quite young. There's no old ass like Robin
Melroses.
or Jade or Melrose. They're all fresh and young.
Yeah, I just say girls or contestants. Never, young girls is just always going
creepy.
It's always going to make us think 12.
So I have the list, and I don't have to recount this time. I found all
Nice.
Yay.
all 20. All right. And we're showing it in, thankfully, like sequence of threes, which was really easy for me to pause it and
Perfect.
write it down. All right. So we get Bethany, Lauren, who you've never met,
Mm-mm.
Kathleen,
Great.
Jaleisha, Sarah, Dion,
Great.
Heather, Chelsea, Samantha, Felicia, Brittany, Natasha.
Did we meet Chelsea?
We met Chelsea way at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
She had like one talking head. That was one of
Yeah,
those
yeah,
general
yeah.
like, and there's the Jays.
Mhm.
She was the one with corns and bunions.
Yes.
Then we have Cassandra, Hannah, who we've never met, Melissa.
Did we meet? Yes.
Hannah, we never met her.
Yeah.
Jasleen, Renee, Diana, Whitney, JL. And then Michelin starts crying that JL got in.
hmm
And
Personality means more than looks, apparently. Which, if you watched the
Rude.
show before,
doesn't.
yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Also, Sarah was apparently Michelin's best friend ever because they have each other's numbers and are going to be best friends forever. We also, another person that we did see a decent amount of, we never talked about, was Anna. Anna was this cycle's, at least that we saw, who presented Asian American. And the show really doesn't have a great track record.
oh, I
Has a
didn't
gr-
ever see her name.
We got a picture of her with her name when they were taking their American,
The American Apparel photos.
Sure.
Yeah.
and she's just, and she was gorgeous. I don't know. I really like her. The show just doesn't have a great doesn't have a great habit.
Asian representation.
No.
No.
They always seemed like, oh, we'll let one be a semifinalist, but they're never going to be let on the show.
Yeah. Then Jessica lights a match
Whoop!
and burns the Century Plaza down. She storms out of the room and says that she needs to go back to work. So theoretically, she like took a shift off and then is able to pick up a shift as she exits the hotel.
That was the intent of that sentence, and I loved it. I love the idea that she works at the Century Plaza. And she went back and just
Put on her concierge name tag. Got back to work.
yeah.
So then we go to the party, and it seems like Mark Echo is hitting on Kathleen.
You guys look all right. I can't even front. Thanks, Mark Echo. So glad to be at your fashion party.
And then Jermaine Dupri and Jonta Austin come in.
Jermaine Dupri has apparently never met a tall woman before.
I mean, he is very short. And Whitney understands how this game is run.
Yep. They're all kind of getting to direct their own photo a little bit because it seems like Kathleen makes the strong, incorrect choice to like literally get on the table.
This whole thing was bizarre.
Yeah.
To me. This was so weird. If it had been like you're walking into an industry party and there's going to be a mini red carpet photo, that would have made sense to me.
Yes.
If there had been there is going to be a photographer sort of circling and taking candids in a way where if you're a successful model and you're at an industry party, that happens.
You can do
that
it.
would have made sense to me.
Yep.
But the whole let's go to this empty table so I can pose on it like it's a shoe ad, which would never happen at a party, was bizarre to me.
Whitney is the only one that gets it, I think.
It was so weird. And the judges, especially Tyra, later into it, and she's saying that like that's the kind of thing she would do. And Mr. J is immediately like, no, you would not. And then she's like, see, photos. And none of them are them getting on a table like it's a shoe ad.
And then Natasha starts dancing. And Kathleen's like, Natasha should turn it down a notch.
And when Kathleen is telling you to turn it down a notch, though, I will say, it's so unfortunate because we know she doesn't last long in the cycle. I am just head over heels in love with Kathleen. I find her charming. I find her gorgeous. I find her pictures great.
Super plausible.
And also, I like that she's a hairstylist because that makes sense in terms of you can see for like her and Sarah, you can see like, oh, you're so interested.
The translation.
You're so interested in fashion in some way, shape, or form that you've figured out another career where you could pursue the idea of it a little bit. Sorry, I'm like already mad about her impending doom.
Yeah,
but I think this is one of the myths that Top Model likes to sort of perpetuate and then not follow through on, which is that we could pick a girl off the street and turn her into America's Next Top Model. It is very hard to come on the show, and Kathleen says that she has never done any modeling at all.
Sure.
I don't think you can be successful on the show if you haven't at least like done a session with a photographer or met with a runway coach once or something like that. If you truly come in with no practical experience, it's not going to go well for you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Question, and then we'll continue on to the Jays. Russell Bear, who is the photographer, says something to Diana that seemed very rude. Which is, what kind of model are you?
Hand.
Yeah.
I'm a hand model.
I missed that question. That's such a weird way to say.
And then he complimented her, but then it was like, oh, are you saying this because she's tall and like plus size? What?
He was definitely trying to get her to just talk about being plus size for some reason.
I think she was like, I'm a confident model.
Yeah, right.
Is what she said some like ridiculous thing after, which was great, but it was just like, why did you say that? And why did the show keep it in? So guys, this is the 8th time we have to do this.
This time it is 8 times, I guess.
Yeah, they've always had to narrow down the pool, probably.
But also, it's not the 8th time you've had to do a cut. It's like the 16th time.
Also that.
The 24th time.
The final cut? I don't know.
Yeah.
Miss J is so pissed about not getting
my favorites always disappear.
So I'm not saying anyone.
Every time I speak about my favorites, they disappear.
Brittany's first. I think her photos are terrible.
I thought at least one of them was fine.
I thought they were fine.
Yeah.
Mr. J says she has potential. Cassandra's next.
Cassandra's party pick is great.
So good. And then they say that at least she knew to sew her wig in the right spot.
I mean, Natasha is next, and her photos are terrible.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Given the kind of villain edit she got, and the pictures.
I'm shocked they didn't goop her right here. And
I'm kind of surprised she got on.
Well, Mr. J even said during her initial audition with them that she's much more beautiful in person than her photographs show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, she's a great character.
Yeah. Diana is next. Her photos are pretty okay. She's gorgeous in in person. I think still is problematic. Whitney's next. Once again, like her skin is gorgeous.
So Tyra says her photo is gorgeous. She looks great. And Tyra says about Whitney, like she's pretending to be someone watching the show. If she loves herself, that means that I can love myself too. Like it should be harder for Whitney to love herself when she is stunning.
Because Tyra doesn't love herself.
That really bothered me. Like it should automatically be harder for a plus size woman to love themselves and their body.
Yeah, that was, man, I hate that. It's kind of like that thing where anytime there was this tradition for a while, it's the I love my curvy wife syndrome, where it's anytime someone who is not like the ideal societal version of what a body is that posts like a shirtless photo or a bikini shot or whatever, it's brave.
Yeah.
And not just like any other person and wanting to have fun and show off their bikini bod or whatever it is. Like Whitney has to be brave. She can't just be gorgeous.
I think there's a way to say representation is important, which is true, without being like, well, it's harder for her to do this.
It's like
where it doesn't seem like that's the case for Whitney or Diana at all.
It's like a lot of top model stuff. The intent is often quite good. The language surrounding it is roof.
Deanna's next. Her photos are pretty good.
Yeah.
And Mr. J says that he loves that she has diarrhea of the mouth because you can't hear in a photograph.
I mean...
Bethany? full denim
No, thank you.
outfit.
This is also the era of like this slightly one size up from tiny purse that slung right over your shoulder and lived in your armpit.
Yeah.
They got real wet and slimy. Yeah. Felicia's next. It's not my cup of tea. Like,
But again, the kind of foundation of a great model is there. I think Felicia just, again, it's hair, makeup, styling issues. I think they can.
Maybe that's
they
it.
can see. Wow, she has she has the
bones.
this. She has a
The
model
model
bone, but she also has a great personality.
And she does look really young.
Yeah.
And they like a couple people
Yes.
always who look really young.
It's a little kizzy, like where they and future Fountain of Youth,
Ebony,
Never 30.
Yep.
Yeah.
Proof of eternal youth.
Heather is next. I still don't understand her face.
Yeah.
She didn't take very good photos. JL's next, and she looks. They're pretty good actually.
Yeah, JL's photos are fine.
I think JL gives a little bit of Michelle from last cycle energy. It's like she doesn't necessarily know what she's doing,
but has a really striking look.
And what she naturally does is kind of pretty good. She can't think about it too much.
Yeah.
Kind of, you know what I mean? Once she thinks about it, she's gonna like tip over. Melissa's next. No, I'm sorry. Kathleen is next. Her face is very tight, but her body looks great, even in this ridiculous shoe ad pose.
And it looked good. It just wasn't what would ever happen at a party.
Yeah, but I love that she took the creative risk to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course.
Melissa's party pic is gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
So stunning in the
It's
party
like
photo.
Perfect.
That face.
It's like an ad.
Mm-hmm.
How did she not get on? How did she not get on the show?
I don't know. That seems crazy to me.
Because Jaslene's on the show. And she's the same person in their mind. I disagree, but I'm saying Renee's next. Her photo at the party looks so
party
hoochie.
photo. I just thought it looked weird. She looks contorted. So strange.
All her character and determination contorted her in such a way. Samantha is kind of nothing in her photos, but they did take time out of their busy schedule to shade Janice.
We always have time for that on Top Model.
and we get Top Model math. 85, 127, 134, a million.
Sarah is, I think, better in photos than she looks on moving camera.
I think that's fair.
Like I wasn't understanding Sarah's look until I saw her in a photo. I was like, oh, she gets it.
I just love that both of the Jays know that Tyra's not into what Sarah is bringing to the table, but both of them are like, she is going to be great to work with. She's super knowledgeable. She's got those model bones. Like,
let us have our fashion girl.
Let us please have this Psycho Sarah.
Well, what I love is like they get to Sarah and both of them just are like, we are not going to say anything.
And then are just like, she is the only one.
Yeah. Sarah is just a present that Tyra bestows upon the Jays.
Then Jasleen, who looks gorgeous in her photos. We get nothing of Lauren, Hannah, Jaleisha, or Chelsea.
Nope.
We just
they never existed.
Evaporate them. No tension. Like
It'll never cease to boggle me how we take the time to show who gets in most of the time, not even every cycle for these top 20, but don't even have like a quick moment, like the 10 seconds of one photo from like Hannah or whoever, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Also, Tyra did not come to play in this. Normally she has like a gown on. This was just a gray pantsuit.
Yeah.
She couldn't have cared less.
This is the 8th time we have to do this. Again, why are we...
Also, that's not true because it didn't happen in cycle 2. No audition episode.
Oh my God. Wait, what if this had all been like a Hanukkah theme?
That's the only reason why 8 would be significant.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, missed opportunities.
Jesus.
Yes.
New theme. Who dis?
I would love to see Top Model just completely butcher the cultural relevancy of. Oh man, I can't wait to see how they actually treat Orthodox Jewish Esther. Like
one of the most beautiful contestants ever.
All right, so this call out order is full nonsense.
I didn't think it was as nonsensical as some of the other call-out orders we've had.
The first one's the only one that bothers me.
Because first call out is Natasha, who seems like she almost didn't make it on the show.
Okay. I guess when I'm thinking about this first call-out order, I'm no longer thinking about like how a photo call-out order in an actual episode would work. I'm thinking of like
Story.
guess who you get to be excited about seeing on this show.
And they do pick one of the
they're a little
correct last
nutty.
people. They do
Yes.
pick a good last person
Mhm.
Yes, they do.
who deafens everyone around her.
I also thought I assumed she was going to be first pick.
Yeah,
Kathleen.
me too.
Because nobody else is going to
Yeah.
match the level
Well,
of
then
excitement. So I'm like, you might as well get it out of the way first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Natasha, though, grabs onto Kathleen and pulls her into the most unwanted hug since Naima. Then Sarah.
And then Cassandra goes up and Sarah goes, hells yeah. Sarah lost
Oh yeah.
Sarah lost Mitchell, and so she's like, new friend Cassandra. Just need it. Sarah's a best friend neater.
So then we put Renee
Yeah.
and Samantha, who I also forgot was on the show.
Swap out Samantha for Melissa right now.
100%. 100%.
Then Dion.
Yay.
Yay.
Then Whitney.
And then a smash cut to Diana. And also, I want to say it right now. I watched this entire episode writing, listening, and saying her name in my head as Diane, to the point that when later we hear Tyra say Diana, I'm like, did Tyra mess up her name? That's how much she gives me Diane instead of Diana energy. And I have no idea why. I in my head, I was like, her name's Diane. Her name's Diane. It's so weird to me. Anyway.
All right. Then after Whitney is Brittany.
Whitney and Brittany.
Then Felicia.
Felicia, who somehow messed up her hair worse. She put only one side of it up.
I don't know. Then JL, who y'all in the long shot looked
It's
insane.
not so much the tutu. It's the ankle warmers over the heels.
Yes.
It's also, she just chooses one color. She chose red. And because, again, I actually think it could be an interesting brand if the rest of the outfit was really posh, really sleek, really chic. And a tutu, I think there's a way to really pull that off as a brand.
My real big problem was the ankle warmer.
Okay.
Even if it had been a leg warmer, I would have been like, I see where you're kind of like kooky ballerina. Like, I see where you're going with this.
Little
but like,
80s.
what is this woolen spat moment?
Just ankle.
She keeps saying, I get to come, which is kind of sweet because, like, JL just wants friends.
Yeah.
But then when they cut to back, like they cut and they have all the girls who've been called lined up, JL's
she can't contain herself. She's so excited.
She's still dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Which continues to like the child who woke up already sugar high. So then Jasleen gets second to last call out for no goddamn reason.
I think they just wanted to keep her in suspense. I think in any other cycle, she would have been last call.
I thought she was going to be the last picked because it would be such a journey of is she our first one that came back to back cycles and got in the second time?
Yes.
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. They actually had two amazing last call out potentials and they just went with Diana, which was good. And I liked her saying, like, why did you do that to me? That was cute.
And she's just so moved and excited. It's pretty great.
You know what wasn't cute though? Tyra saying it was like, wow, we've made history for first time ever. 2 plus size girls. I'm like, that was your fault. You chose that.
Let's pat ourselves on the back for overcoming the restriction that we put on ourselves.
You had Mary and Takara. Like, it was there earlier.
You could have done it.
Kathleen says that this is like Alice in Wonderland, which makes no sense, and I love it.
And Melissa's the only one that I feel like we know that didn't get in.
Yeah, we know a little bit about Bethany, but the one we like. The one we like is Melissa.
Yeah.
And she says something really great. She says, Tyra liked me, so many more people out there are going to like me, which is just a great attitude to walk away from an audition with.
It's true, at least for us. We all liked Melissa.
Yeah, she came across great.
Should have gotten in.
Sure, should definitely have gotten in over either Samantha or Felicia, I think.
Sure. Yeah.
Definitely Samantha for me. Samantha was just... She's not your only small town girl, and all she had going for her was small town girl.
I always forget how we end these
Audition episodes.
audition
This
episodes.
is a pretty good. It's a pretty good lineup, though. There isn't anyone in there where I'm like, "What were you thinking?"
No.
This is the cycles are starting to be an interesting mix of they want personality as well as model potential. While as in earlier cycles, sometimes it felt like they went for model potential first and just hoped a personality was there. This time they're off the bat because you have some big personalities in here. Natasha, Jasleen, I'll say Whitney, I feel like has a different kind, but like a big personality. Renee, JL. Yeah, exactly. So like
I think at this point it is actually the scales have now tipped and it is more of a reality show
Yes.
than a modeling competition show. So the casting equation changes.
Yeah, and who knew we would have so many accents in one cycle?
I like it though. I do think I think there's a theme of emphasizing America's Next Top Model, and this was their kind of like it's kind of like how Drag Race is doing it now. That like we're part of America too. This is our home too. Is that this was maybe who knows what year this was? Maybe this was like an election year or something. Maybe it was like something political was happening.
It would be about 2000.
Well, we are in the second half of the episode. We are about to wander into political territory.
I would say we drive head first.
I wonder as I wander.
I will say this is a very diverse group for Top Model, especially.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, in terms of personality, where they're from, what they represent. I like the cast.
Yeah.
I do too. I'm excited. I'm excited to start this cycle with y'all.
Yep, I'm ready for it. And if you're excited about this cycle, you should rate, review, and subscribe. Your opinions matter. We hear them. And
it's the perfect time to get your friends to join if they want to start at the beginning of a new cycle.
Yeah, it's a fun cycle to do.
I posted that we're about to start recording our first episode of Cycle 8, and we have some people, and I was like, what are you looking forward to? And some people think that Renee might be the biggest villain of all time. And
I think that might be true.
Yeah, and apparently this might be the first time Tyra says booty tooch, which is interesting. And then someone's also very much looking forward to the episode where they rebrand their names.
Oh my God. We've talked about it. So I'm ready to.
God.
So you can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
Look for me on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm on Twitter at JW Crump.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadum so that we can catch them in the interwebs. Yeah. So for PodLeadum, I've been Alexander Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
PodLeadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.